When we understand this is their role, this is their responsibility, then we also need to understand one deeper fact. This is their sanskar. Sanskar. There are two words which we've heard always. One, Atma, soul. Second, Sanskar. Sanskar means nature, habit, personality trait. It's my sanskar. Once something is my sanskar, it's my nature, I live out of that sanskar. And for me, that sanskar is the right sanskar. How many of you have children who are exactly like you? Anyone has children who are exactly like their parents? Not in the how will they look, how they are here. Looks wise, many people can be like us. Children can be like parents, brothers, sisters can look alike. Nature wise, sanskar wise, do we have people who have sanskars which are exactly like us? This is why it's very important to understand the soul. Why are people different from me? This energy here, which thinks, which feels, which decides, is called Atma, soul, consciousness, light. This has 5 set of sanskars. And if I understand these 5 set of sanskars, then for me to understand people becomes very easy. First set of sanskar is what I carry from my past. Here I am in this body. Now if I leave this body and I go and enter the womb of a mother and I become a baby there, what do I carry from here with me? What do I carry from here with me? There are 2 things which we carry constantly on the journey of life after life. Because sometimes when we go to a funeral, we say, oh, what did they take with them? They left everything behind. And we believe that we came empty-handed and we leave empty-handed, which is not true. We don't come with everything that can be seen, and we don't leave with everything that can be seen. What all will we leave behind the day we leave this body? What all will we leave behind? Suppose today evening we have to leave. Any of you ready to leave today evening? No? Always be ready to leave. Because if you're ready to leave, then you're living life the right way. Which means nothing here, all sorted, all matters settled, everything done, ready to leave any day. Which doesn't mean we leave today evening, but we should be ready to leave any time. Like some people who travel a lot, they have one suitcase which is always ready. Because they know they will not get time to pack. Similarly, when I have to leave, I will not get time to pack my things. Suppose we had to leave in 4 hours. 7 o'clock? 11 o'clock. What all would you like to do in 4 hours? 4 hours to leave. Leave, not Mysore. Leave. What would you like to do in 4 hours? Anyway, what would you like to do in 4 hours? We're getting a fortune that we know 4 hours before, because many people wouldn't even know 4 seconds and they just leave. The other day at the airport, I met a lady. She said, my cousin died, I'm going there. I said, what happened? She said, 30-year-old. He woke up at 5 o'clock in the morning and he told his mummy, we'll go to the Conflicts. Okay, so if I have any conflict with anybody, I have to settle it before I leave. Important question is, if I didn't settle that conflict while I was here, what is the need to settle it before leaving? Ab to jana hi hai. Now what is the need to settle the conflict? Anyways, we are not going to meet them again. So why should I settle the conflict before leaving? I had a terrible conflict with her. Last 10 years I haven't spoken to her. And I carry a lot of hatred also for her. And I even tell my family, after I die, don't talk to that family. Yeah, a lot of people do that. They tell their children, don't talk to that family after I leave. Don't even call them for any function. No. It has to go on what I have started. Anyways, I'm carrying this resentment, this anger, and I have 4 hours to leave. And somebody tells me that 10 years what you were carrying, clean it off, talk to her. Say sorry to her, accept her sorry, just clean what you are carrying. Why should I clean? I'm not going to meet her again, ever. 10 years I managed hating her. Now why should I carry it? Why should I clean it? Because, now see what's so important. When I leave from here, she doesn't go with me. What she did also doesn't go with me. But what goes with me? What goes with me? What I'm holding here. Which means any anger, any resentment, any conflict, this goes with me. And now I enter the womb of the mother, baby born after 9 months, and that baby is a little angry baby. Do you see babies who are different? Do you see babies are different? Some babies are very peaceful. Some babies are very cranky. And then as they grow up, 1-year-old, 2-year-old, 3-year-old child, some children are very irritable. And the parent can say, why does this he or she behave like this? Because I carried it from the past. If just before leaving I would have cleaned it, safe. Now check, what all would you like to clean before leaving? So I will settle all my conflict. Anything else I need to do in 4 hours? Acha, will. We make a will so that the people we leave behind, everything is good for them. We are a very caring community. We take care of the people we are going to leave behind, but we don't take care of ourselves, who is going to go with us over there. So good to will for them. Important is, what am I writing here with me which is going to go with me? Any sanskar you would like to change so that you don't have it in your next life? Any sanskar you would like to change? Which one? Negative thoughts. So we don't want a baby who's thinking negative. Anything else you don't want the baby to have? Anger we don't want the baby to have. How do you want the baby to be? Peaceful. And how do you want the baby to be? Happy. And how do you want the baby to be? Calm. So it's very simple to create that baby that way. Be now. Everything that I see will be left behind, and everything which is here will go with me. Every child is born with different sanskar, and see that baby is crying. He or she can hear what we are talking about and say, yes, yes, please listen, it's right, I know what's happening. The soul in the womb remembers everything of their past. Babies remember everything of their past till they start getting attached to their present. So what I carry with me is only 2 things, my sanskar and my karma. And then the day the baby is born, we get a document which is called we get a document on the day the baby is born, which is called our Janam Patri. which is going to tell us what's going to happen to me in this life. On what basis was that document created? On what basis was the document created? On the basis of the sanskar and the karma with which the soul was born. If I know this truth, then during my life, what would be my first priority? During my life, what would be my first priority? My sanskar and my karma, which means the glass full. The glass full. If right now I'm creating a sanskar of jealousy or anger or hatred or fear and I leave the body, that sanskar goes with me. Some children very confident, some children get very scared. Some children are very tensed before an exam, some children are very relaxed. Some children share everything they have with everybody else, some children will hold their toys and say, I will not give this to anybody. These are different sanskars. From where did they get it? So a very, very important folder here is past birth sanskar. Please look at people around you and understand them. They are carrying that folder. And past birth sanskar is not just of my immediate. It is like, I only keep changing my costume. My sanskars are there. So one folder is the past birth sanskar. Second folder is the sanskar which I get from my family. Do we all get sanskars from family? We all get sanskars from family. So one folder is family sanskar. Third folder, environment. If I live in Mysore, I will get an environment sanskar of being very peaceful and calm. Because environment is like that, people are like that, the way they are with each other is like that. So that's my folder which gets created because of environment sanskar. If you leave this city and go and live in another city, in 2 to 3 years that folder might start changing. And when you come back here, your own city people will say, what has happened to you? That third folder has changed because the environment changed. So 3 folders. First one, past birth. Second folder, family. Third folder, environment. Fourth folder, willpower. Which means I can have a sanskar in my first, second or third folder, but I create a thought, take a decision, change the sanskar, fourth folder, willpower. How many of you have ever changed a sanskar in this lifetime? Which means you had a particular habit but you changed it. We have all changed habits. That means the fourth folder, willpower. Fifth folder, which is a very important folder. And it is the only folder which is there on every soul. And that's why this folder is very important. That is the folder of the original sanskars of every soul. First 4 folders are different for everybody. Fifth folder is the same for everybody. And the fifth folder has 7 sanskars. Which sanskars do you think they would be? Which everybody has? Love. Do you feel everybody likes love? Everybody? So that means everyone has a sanskar of love. I am a loveful being. The sanskar is already there. Second, peace. See? Third, happiness. Fourth, 7 sanskars which everybody has in the fifth folder is, one is peace, which means every soul is a peaceful being. Second, purity. Every soul is pure, clean. Look at a baby and then look at as the baby is growing up how things change. A baby, even if you see a baby on the road in the mother's lap, you get attracted towards a baby. Hota hai ya nahi hota aisa? What is it about the child which attracts people to the child? we just automatically go towards the child. That is that sanskar of purity, which means no ego. Ego of I am this. Now as that baby starts growing up, so what we can do when we go home today, bring out our photograph of when we were a baby. Yes, and look at that photo and say, what innocence! And where has my innocence gone? Because I covered that innocence with layers and layers and layers and layers of who I thought I am. And Raj Yoga meditation means remove the layer and bring out that baby again. The baby means the innocent, pure being which is everyone's sanskar. So purity, peace is everyone's sanskar. Power, willpower is everyone's sanskar. Love, happiness, knowledge, wisdom, knowledge, jnana, and anand, bliss. Now let's say the 7 together, because this 7 is our nature. Purity. Let's say it. I am a pure being. Say it with, feel it and say it to yourself. I am a pure being. I am a peaceful being. I am a powerful being. What would be the meaning of powerful being? I can be and do everything I choose to do. I am a powerful being means I have power over. So I am a pure being. I am a peaceful being. I am a powerful being. I am a loveful being. I am a happy being. I am a knowledgeful being. And I am a blissful being. 7 sanskars in the 5th folder. Now, let me look at this again. I have one sanskar of anger, which is there in my past birth folder, and I have one sanskar of peace, which is there in my original folder. Situation comes. He continues to clicking the photo. I have an option, which file to open. And whichever file I open a little often, you see on the computer what happens? Whichever files we open a little often, what happens then? And when that stays very opened very often, we start saying, this is my nature now. And we keep using that sanskar again and again and again. And because we are using it again and again, that sanskar becomes stronger and stronger and stronger. How should I open my file of peaceful sanskar when that situation comes? Because we all want to be peaceful when that situation comes. How should I open that file instead of opening the anger file? What would I need to do? Anji? By making a conscious choice. They come, they behave, and I have no time to choose that time. Don't you see, we get angry and then after that we remember. Sometimes we are taught, count 1 to 10 when you get angry. How many of you are able to count 1 to 10 when you get angry? I can count after I finish getting angry, then I can count how much I want to count. But can I count 1 to 10 before I get angry? No, I don't have that gap to choose. Sometimes we are taught, drink water if you are getting angry. Who thinks of water at that time when I am getting angry? I drink water after I have got angry because now I need water, right? So that choosing cannot be done at that time. The stimulus comes and I react. The choosing is done in the morning. That is meditation. Meditation means I give myself 15-20 minutes in the morning to consciously open that fifth folder. If I keep saying every day, I'm a stressful being, I'm a stressful being, my folder is open and I keep reacting like that. Then when I came for the first time to the meditation center, and the first time I was taught, please say, I'm a peaceful being. And then even say, I'm a pure being. I said, but I don't feel anything like that. I said, no, just say it. Which means, say it, think it, feel it, open the folder. Here. So meditation means opening the file here, and then during the day taking care to use that sanskar. But I will not be able to use that sanskar unless I've opened the file in the morning. Now, what we would do earlier was wake up in the morning and read the newspaper. Any of you like to read the newspaper first thing in the morning? How many of you read the newspaper first thing in the morning? Which means in the paper, on the TV, on the phone, anything. And when I read that, which folder is going to open? Which folder is going to open? Depends on the quality of information I put in, which is the folder that's going to open. So early morning when I absorb information from the outside world, I open that folder. Anger, hurt, pain for what is happening in the world, hatred for what is happening in the country. So much we create emotion, and just because of what's happening in the world, we open those files early morning. If you want to change your sanskar, we have to be very careful which is the file we open first thing in the morning. It's like switching on the computer, which is the first file you want to open, and so that it stays open throughout the day. Can we spend 20 minutes in the morning opening these nice 7 files in that 5th folder? Can we do that? Do we have 20 minutes? Any of us are busy? I just wanted to check whether you remember what Dr. Mohit shared. Are any of us busy? No. We are very, very easy. And we have lot of time. This is also a file which opens. We have gone and created a sanskar which says, I'm very busy, I don't have time. And that doesn't allow me to open the other files. I'm very easy and I have lot of time. And I commit to myself 20 minutes for myself to opening that 5th folder. Ready to do it? Now look at people around you. Family, children, people at work. How many folders are they carrying? How many folders are they carrying? 5. Past birth folder, theirs and mine, different. Family folder, theirs and mine, different. Even 2 children get different sanskars from parents. Someone takes something, the other one takes something else. Right? So they've selected which files they take from their parents. So they both carry very different files. So sometimes the parent looks at them and says, both are my children, but they are completely. And then they look at their children and say, how can they be like this? One, they're different from me, and second, they're different completely from each other. Because there is a very, very important folder which is different for both of them, is their past birth folder. So what we don't do is, don't compare children ever. We don't even compare them with each other, we compare them with other people's children also. Comparison disrespects a soul. It's very disrespectful to be said, why aren't you like this one? Why aren't you like this one? They themselves don't know why they are not like that. They are carrying that folder from the past. So now when we look at people, we don't look at them as only my child, my husband, my parent, but we look at them with this understanding, soul on a long journey is carrying many, many sanskars, and their sanskars are different from my sanskars. And when we understand that their sanskars are different from my sanskars, then accepting them and understanding them will become very easy. When we say expectations from people, then we expect them to have the same sanskar as us. And if I say people are not my way, then I will get angry. Then I open my file of anger. So everything gets resolved when I understand they are a soul on a long journey carrying many, many, many different sanskars. Close your eyes. Bring on the screen of your mind one person. Somebody very close, family. And any one sanskar of theirs which is not comfortable for you. One person, that is one soul, and only one sanskar. They have lot of beautiful sanskars, but one sanskar which is not comfortable for you. Don't see too much, only one. Otherwise, 1 minute will go in choosing the person and choosing their sanskar. Just one. Any one sanskar. Raise your hands, those who've seen it. See, maximum hands come up for this. It's very easy to see other people. Why it's so easy to see other people? If right now we had to check our sanskar, it would have taken a little longer. But to see other people's sanskar is very easy because that's where our attention goes every day throughout the day. Any example of which sanskar is not comfortable for you? What do you not like or not comfortable with in other people? Little loudly. Irresponsible. Acha. Irresponsible is also a sanskar. Are they sitting here with you? Because I really wanted to ask them whether they are irresponsible, because they will not agree that they are irresponsible. The only thing is they are not as responsible as me. It's a lot of difference between the two words. They are not as responsible as me. They are not responsible in those things which I want them to be responsible. Any other sanskar which is uncomfortable?
Humanity.
Possessiveness. Possessiveness, very important. It can make life very difficult for us. Anything else? Not adjusting. They don't adjust at all. No, they don't adjust as much I want them to adjust. So don't call them not adjusting. We have to be very careful what label we put on other people. What else? Any sanskar? Arrogance. Ego is also a sanskar. Ego is a lump sum of everything actually. Ego is not any one thing. And laziness, okay? And anger. And mannerless. Oh. If those people were sitting in this hall, they will say, this is what you think about me? And if we had to ask them, what do you think about? Then you check whether you're ready to listen to what they have to say about you. They have a sanskar which does not match my sanskar. Everybody has manners, everybody is responsible, everybody is active, everybody is caring, everybody is adjusting. But they are not the way exactly that I want them to be. And today I am going to take a decision and tell my mind, they are not going to be my way. But what I am going to shift in myself today is, just with one person and only with one sanskar, today I promise myself for 1 week, same person, same sanskar, I will instruct, I will discipline, but I will not create a single thought here which says, how can they be like this? And I will not criticize them in my mind, and I will not criticize them in my words. I will accept them and then tell them what to do. Can we do with one person and with one sanskar? With the understanding, this soul has carried that sanskar, and just by my saying it, their sanskar is not going to change. Can we help people to change a sanskar? First and foremost, can a sanskar be changed? Yes. Can we change our sanskars? Yes. Can we help them to change their sanskar? Can we help them to change their sanskar? Very easy. First step. Don't talk about the sanskar which you want to change. Which means don't talk that low vibration negative word, because suppose somebody has a sanskar of anger, somebody has a sanskar of being possessive, somebody has a sanskar of being rude. Just focus what happens. That file is open there and we keep repeating that line again and again. They are like this, they are like this, they are like this. And then we don't say it only to them. We sit with two more people and say, they are like this. They say, oh, they are like this. Oh, oh, oh. And all of us give so much blessings to them. They are like this. Tathastu. Energy, vibrations. Focusing only on that sanskar which we actually want them to not have. So if I don't want somebody to have that sanskar, my best gift to them is, I will not think about it, I will not talk about it. It's like two plants growing. One is a plant of anger, one is a plant of peace. You want the plant of anger to finish and the plant of peace to grow. So simple way, what to water? Which one to water? Peace. Which one do we water every day? And then we say, this year they are more angry than last year also. Plant has grown. Why did the plant grow? Because we all created the thought and spoke the words, angry hai, angry hai, angry hai, angry hai. Just stop. Don't think about it, don't talk about it. Just experiment only for 1 month. Don't think about it, don't talk about it. But instead think and talk about the... So if somebody is angry, what will we think and talk about them? They are a... बोलो ना थोड़ा सा, घर जाके कैसे बोलेंगे नहीं तो? They are a... But are they a peaceful soul? No. Fifth folder, we are opening their fifth folder. So you can see them getting angry, you can see them reacting. Just anybody experiment this, stand there and in your mind bless them, peaceful soul. And when I create this thought, peaceful soul, first and foremost, whose sanskar of peace have I activated? Mine. I am saved. And when I send that vibration to them, gradually it will start opening their sanskar of peace. Somebody is very possessive, send them a thought, loveful soul. And understand why are they possessive. Why are they possessive? Last time, when they were in their last costume, they were sitting at home with their family and suddenly the earth shook. It just took them 1 minute to lose everything. It was just 1 minute, and in 1 minute they lost everything and they left the body. When the soul has seen something like this, how will they be? How will they be? But even they don't know why they are like that, even we don't know why they are like that, but we just need to understand they have experienced something and come because of which they are like this. And don't criticize them and say, how can you be like this? Understand them. I understand you have carried this sanskar, but the truth is that you are a powerful, loveful soul. And first and foremost, I will not get disturbed with your sanskar of possessiveness because I understand you now. And that is why understanding soul on the journey makes things very easy. So for everybody, can you create a counter thought of the sanskar of which you want to change? Yes, can you create? Yes, not adjusting. What blessing are we going to give them to the not adjusting? What blessing are we going to give them? Powerful soul can do everything that they choose to do. Less manners. What blessing are we going to give them? Pure soul. Clean. Every thought, every word, perfect. Just experiment this 1 month. Radiate. This is called giving blessings to people. Giving blessings to people means creating that thought for them which we want that they should become. We are creating that thought for them which we want them to finish. Our every thought and word is a blessing. Our every thought and word is a blessing. So bless people carefully because it will become a reality. And when you go home today, look at them with a different perspective. I understand you. I understand you. I accept you. I accept you means your sanskar will not create any disturbance here, because who is the creator of my thoughts and feelings? Who is the creator of my thoughts and feelings? Me. And I have understood you. I have understood you. Why was I getting disturbed? Because I was questioning, why are you like this? Because I thought, my child, how can my child be like this? Now I don't look at them as my child. I see soul on a journey. I don't know what they have seen in the past and come. I understand you.